Hello my lovely students, welcome to our second video of our past 1, chapter 7, New Questions and Ideas. Let us begin the video. बच्चों, जैसा हमने लास्ट वीडियो में बात किया गौतम बुद्ध और उनकी टीचिंग्स की, इस वीडियो में हम बात करने वाले हैं उपनिषद एंड जैनिज्म की. Many thinkers felt that there was something permanent in the universe that would last even after death. They described this as the Atma or the individual soul and the Brahma or the universal soul. Individual soul means हर किसी की अपनी आत्मा और universal soul means परमात्मा या जिसे हम ब्रह्म कहते हैं. Many of these ideas were recorded in books called Upanishads. This Upanishad were the part of later Vedic text. Upanishad literally means approaching and sitting near, means Guru के सामने बैठना, and the text contained conversation between teachers and students. These ideas were generally presented through simple dialogues. Most of the Upanishadic thinkers were men, especially Brahmins and Rajas. Occasionally, there is mention of women thinker such as Gargi, who was famous for her learning and participated in debates in royal courts. One famous exception was Satyakama Jawala, who was named after his mother, Jabali. He became one of the best thinkers of the time. Many of the ideas of the Upanishads were later developed by the famous thinker Shankaracharya, about whom you will read in class 7. Vardhaman Mahavira, who was 24th Tirthankar of Jains, was born about 2500 years ago. He was a Kshatriya prince of Licchavis, a group that was part of Vajji Sangha, about which you had read in earlier chapters. At the age of 30, he left the home and went to live in the forest. About 12 years, he led a hard and lonely life and got enlightenment. He taught that men and women who wish to know the truth must leave their homes. They must follow very strictly the rules of ahimsa, which means not hurting or killing living being. Even an ordinary man could understand his teaching as he used Prakrit language to teach the people. There were several forms of Prakrit language used in different parts of country. For example, Prakrit used in Magda was known as Magdi. Followers of Mahavira, who were known as Jains, had to lead very simple lives, begging for food. They had to be absolutely honest and were specially asked not to steal, means पूरी तरह से ईमानदार होने और चोरी न करने की strict rules है. It was very difficult to follow these rules by most of the men and women. Many more remained behind and supported those who became monks and nuns, providing them with food. Means ऐसे लोग जो इन रूल्स को फॉलो नहीं कर पाते थे, वे लोग monks और nuns को फूड, शेल्टर जैसी चीजों की हेल्प करते थे. Jainism was supported mainly by traders, farmers who had to kill insects to protect their crops, found it difficult to follow the strict rules of ahimsa. Over the hundreds of years, Jainism spread to different parts of North India, Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, and Karnataka. Teachings of Mahavira and his followers were collected and written down about 1500 years ago in Vallavi in Gujarat. So dear students, let's revise the content. Many Upanishadic thinkers felt that there was something permanent in the universe that would last even after death. They described this as the Atma or the individual soul and the Brahma or the universal soul. Upanishad literally means approaching and sitting near. It contains conversations between teachers and students. Vardhaman Mahavira, who was 24th tithankara of Jains, was born about 2500 years ago. He was a Kshatriya prince of Licchavis, a group that was part of Vajji Sangha. He taught that men and women who wish to know the truth must leave their homes. They must follow very strictly the rules of Ahimsa. He used Prakrit language to teach the people. So students, I hope you understood the content. Now let me ask you some questions. Question 1. Mahavira was the prince of the dash. Option A. Licchavis. Option B. Lumbini. Option C. Kusinara. And option D. Magda. Your correct answer is Licchavis. Question 2. Jainism was found by option A. Mahavira. Option B. Shankaracharya. Option C. Ramakrishna Paramhans. And option D. Gautam Buddha. Question 2. Who was 24th tithankara of Jainism? Option A. Mahavira. Option B. Shankaracharya. Option C. Ramakrishna Paramhans. Option D. Gautam Buddha. Your correct answer is option A. Mahavira. Question 3. Mahavira used to communicate with people in option A. Prakrit language. Option B. Sanskrit language. Option C. Urdu language. And option D. Hindi language. Your correct answer is option A. Prakrit language. Question 4. A woman Upanishadic thinker was option A. Jabali. Option B. Satyakama Jabala. Option C. Urmila. Option D. Gargi. Your correct answer is option D. Gargi. Students, your homework questions are given on the slide. Note them and do it correctly. Thank you. See you soon in our next lecture.